This is a quick tutorial on setting up the Sensel Morph to work with our Bitwig Studio scripts. So first go to the Sensel page, Sensel Morph, and go to Free Sound Packs under Shop. And in the free sound packs, you'll find the sound pack with the Bitwig interface, Bitwig control surface script. Click on that, add to cart, and we can check out. We can download it, and then we'll get an installer, and we'll go ahead and run that installer. We'll go ahead and continue, and we will install. And you can see that it installs the scripts into the Documents Bitwig Studio Control Script Sensel Morph folder. And then there's also some a Studio Project template and overlay maps in our Documents Sensel Morph folder. And that's the same on Mac as it is on Windows. And so we can go to those document folders. And see, we've got the Bitwig overlay maps and the Studio Script project. And what we'll want to do is first open the Sensel app. So that's in your applications folder, assuming you've downloaded it. If not, you can get that from the Sensel website on the downloads page, getting started. And what we'll want to do is we'll want to go ahead and add all the overlays we have. So can add a music production, a drum overlay. Piano is currently on the device, so it added that automatically. And for the scripts, we'll need to use our special mappings, which change some of the values for the top buttons. So we'll go ahead and import map, and we'll go to where the installer put it, which was in our user folders, documents, Sensel Morph, Bitwig overlay maps. And we'll want to use the MPE maps, drum pad MPE. And it's kind of nice because when you import map again, it just takes us to that same folder, music production. And we'll want to import the map for piano. And if you've got the Thunder overlay, you can import that one too. So we'll need to flash all of these maps to the morph. So I will select Piano Bitwig MPE, Send Map, Send Complete. Music Production Bitwig, Send Map, Send Complete. Same for the drum map and for the Thunder. So now we have the appropriate MIDI settings for our overlays. As you can see, the top buttons have some different notes and some different controller assignments than the standard built-in assignments. So we can go ahead and quit the Sensel app now that that's all set up and open Bitwig. Now we'll want to set up the script. We'll go to the Bitwig folder, Bitwig preferences, and we'll go to settings and controllers. Let's just pretend I didn't already have that installed. You might have this button orange, and that automatically detects any controllers, and it might just pull up the control surface script and make it work. But there's a couple things you might want to be sure of, because Bitwig 251 has the 1.0 scripts built in, but we want the 1.1, so we'll add that. You can also add that from the Sensel folder, and you just select the second one here. So again, make sure that it is version 1.1 selected here, and there's the Sensel Morphs for input and output. And now I have the piano overlay on here, and I can use some of the buttons on it. And this is all documented in our guide. So at guide.sensel.com, we have complete documentation for several aspects of the morph, including the API. So we'll want to go over here and select Software Setups and select Bitwig Studio Control Surface. This has all the information that I'm giving you here. Also, nicely, it has information about what all the top buttons do. And it has some callouts for all of the different overlays that detail how to use the different controls on those. So I can use the left and right arrows to select different tracks. I can also make sure that I unarm different tracks, and if I wanted it to auto arm, we can do that in recording and auto arm instrument tracks, so that way when we select a track it will arm the track for recording and be available to work to play. There's several other controls you can use, and whenever you use these, Bitwig will pull up the status to let you know, for example, I'm pressing the octave up down and it's telling me the offset value. Now, there's one other great feature in this setup is the control script console. So you'll use the arrow keys here, and what you can do is you can set up exclusive ports. So a particular overlay will only work with a particular track. So if we set up an exclusive track for the keys, so I'll turn that on, and here in the organ I can set the input to Morph MPE keys. Now that can be armed, and it only works with the piano overlay. And now you can see that I have this armed track for percussion and for drums, and I'm trying to use the piano overlay. It will not work because it is exclusive to this track. I could also set this, say this other one, to be exclusive to the piano, and now I'd have two tracks that would work with the piano overlay. So that is a really quick overview of getting set up and working with the Bitwig Studio control surface scripts for the Sensel Morph.